What is up, guys? It is Super here, bringing you another Q&A video. I got some really good questions for you guys today, but before I get started answering the questions, just want to let you guys know that this gameplay is actually not mine. It's from my brother Prod. His link will be in the description. People still don't know that he's actually my real life brother and that he has his own channel. I do get questions about that asked a lot, so definitely check him out. And yeah, his gameplay is already here in the recording device, all cut up nicely, so I figured why not use it instead of importing gameplay and editing and all that. So hope you guys enjoy it, but let's get into this Q&A here. The first question comes from Jonathan, and he asks, who is your favorite esports player? And he didn't specify Call of Duty because I really don't like watching competitive Call of Duty. I will say that there was one point where I did, like, for a short period of time, like for one tournament, I tuned in and it was actually really fun to watch. And the player who stood out to me the most is Clayster. I don't know what team he's in right now. I think he's in FaZe, but yeah, Clayster for Call of Duty, and for like Mortal Kombat X, of course, Sonic Fox, the GOAT. Someone else who I really have looked up to for a long time in the fighting game community is, of course, Justin Wong. He is you know, one of the best ever. So those two guys are my favorite you know, professional fighting game players at the moment. So moving on to the next question comes from Hunden, and he asks, on MKX, will you ever play with fans? And if you follow me on Twitter, I always ask all the time, if anyone wants to play a few matches, you know, just let me know, and then, you know, I just get on and invite you, play against you a couple times. And yeah, so I do play with people who follow me on Twitter all the time. Moving on, this one is from Will. At which point of your YouTube career did your YouTube start growing? And it's kind of hard to determine like how much growth, because there was like a couple of stages. The first one was back in, I believe it was mid 2011, I want to say. That's when Steve Schwinn, he was a really popular YouTuber back in the day. A lot of people you know, were a huge fan of him because he was really down to earth, really funny guy. And I was actually a fan of his as well, and I ran into him in a random game on Black Ops 1, and we were pretty much going back and forth against each other sniping. And at this point there weren't a lot of Black Ops 1 snipers, so he was actually kind of surprised at how well I was doing against him and his group of friends. So the next time I ran into him, you know, I had my mic on and we just started talking. So you know, it's really cool that he actually gave me a shout out because I never expected it. You know, I just told him that I had my own channel, that I was just doing videos and stuff, and at this point I didn't have that many subs at all. But when he gave me this shout out, it actually you know, I gained a lot of subs from him, and that's initially where I gained my first like 1,000 subs, something like that. Maybe like 500. Yeah, I think probably like 500 is more accurate. Back in like mid 2011, early 2011. And then when I started competing in like Snipinator challenges, and I did Sniper of the Week, that helped me out as well, helped me cross over 1,000, 1,500. But when I really started seeing growth on my channel is actually when Black Ops 2 came out. That's when my channel just skyrocketed. I think I had around maybe 4,000 or 5,000 subscribers before the release of Black Ops 2, and then when Black Ops 2 came out, during that year I gained about 30,000. So it was pretty fucking crazy, man. I was so happy. I was, by the way, putting a ton of work into this, man. That's when I started uploading one video every single day, sometimes twice a day. So I put a lot of work into it, and it definitely paid off, you know, once I started doing that. So you know, hard work does pay off. Next question, UMG Misfit, have you ever played competitively? And actually I have not played competitively before, but I have played for money. There's this website called gamersaloon.com where I used to play people for money on NBA 2K10 it was, because I was really good at that game. And that's a website where you could just you know, hop on there, create you know, matches with people for money. So that, I guess, is the closest thing that I've ever come to playing competitively. It's not really competitively, but it's playing like money matches against people, and I've actually made a good amount amount of money, playing that back in 2010. I also lost a lot of money at the same time, but at the end I think I won a lot more money than I lost. So moving on to the next question here we go. This one is coming from Squad, and he asked, if a different clan were to ask you to join them, like FaZe, would you? Definitely FaZe is the only team that I would ever leave Red for, because obviously FaZe is like the top team when it comes to sniping on YouTube. So definitely if FaZe were to ask me, I would not turn them down. Moving on here, Lewis asks, can you pull off every combo with Ermac? And of course I can. I put a lot of time into practice mode, so yeah, pretty much every combo with Ermac, every combo with any character that I've consistently been playing, I could pull off all the combos, just because I spent that much time in training mode. If you do something enough, you're gonna build a muscle memory, and that's just, it takes time to like get that into your head, into your muscle memory, and that's pretty much what combos are. Only got a couple more here. The next one is from Bailey, and he or she asks, which part of LA are you from, and what is your favorite area of LA? And I live close to downtown LA. It's pretty much like, I don't know, 2-minute drive. So around the downtown LA area is where I live, and my favorite part of LA honestly is Hollywood, but more like in the nighttime when the clubs are popping off and stuff, because that's when like I go out with friends and just have a good time. So around Hollywood, yeah, that it definitely gets popping at the nighttime. So last question here is from Tempo FFA, and he asks, what is your favorite part about doing YouTube, and why did I start? I started just because I enjoyed videos from other YouTubers, for example Grizz. I think I started watching like Woody's Gamertag before, when he was doing Call of Duty videos, FPS Russia, Blame Truth, XCal, all these guys, of course Optic Gaming, and then I just wanted to create my own videos like they were doing. Oh, C-Nanners was the biggest one. I actually started off my YouTube like career wanting to copy exactly what C-Nanners was doing. That's why I started off doing like really high scoring games with like monotone commentary, because I was actually trying to copy what he was doing. So he was definitely a big influence. And my favorite part about doing YouTube is first of all, the comments, of course, they're always great. Seeing your channel grow, seeing growth is always amazing, but also like helping people. That's why I make like combo videos, and try to make class setup videos, and try to teach people what I know about the game. So yeah, comments, growth, and teaching people stuff is my favorite thing about doing YouTube. So I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and I will see you guys next time.